I'm about to show you 7 YouTube niches that are so simple that you're probably gonna think that I'm lying. Countdown timers making 5 figures a month, fish swimming in tanks making multiple 5 figures a month, and the same lo-fi animation pulling in $90,000. And these are not complicated strategies or unique ideas, they're just the same simple formula on repeat, over and over again. So we're gonna go over these and hopefully this inspires, motivates, and educates you because I'm gonna show you what works and what doesn't work on YouTube. But one thing I want you to realize, I always like to put a disclaimer in these videos, is most people that try to have success on YouTube, just like any business out there, fail. And that's why I make these videos, to give you examples of success and break down why they're successful. And that's also why I'm doing a completely free live workshop that's happening this week. Click the link in the description and the pinned comment below, where I break down exactly how you can start a successful YouTube channel, even for a beginner, step by step. And I also help you to actually pick your niche, which is something people struggle with a lot. So make sure you click that link in the description, the pinned comment below, to attend that live training. Even if you see this in the future, click the link because we will be doing live trainings in the future. I just don't know exactly when. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it right now with a freaking banger of a channel. Lo-Fi Girl, estimated monthly earnings, 30 to 90,000 according to vidIQ, and 17 to 37,000 according to View Stats. Now, this channel is basically just lo-fi music with an animation of a lo-fi sort of like animated type girl in Studio Ghibli style studying. That's it. And their most popular video got 668 million views and made $791,000. And I cannot describe to you how simple this channel is. I mean, it's just incredibly simple. They upload 1 or 2 times a week, usually just once a week, and they basically just make different types of lo-fi music with a lo-fi girl studying. And of course, you can do a lot of this with AI now. All right, for this next one, you may have some weirdly specific hobby that nobody else that you know likes, but you are obsessed with. And you probably think there's nobody else out there in the world that likes it, it's just you. And so if you made content on it, nobody would like it, right? So you just keep it to yourself. Well, check out this channel right here, Virtual Rail Fan. This channel is obsessed with trains, and they do live train cams all over the United States of some of the most iconic railroading spots on Earth. This channel makes $20,000 to $59,000 a month, according to vidIQ, and according to View Stats, they make $24,000 to $67,000 a month. Now, one thing I always like to say, because I know you're probably absolutely shocked at how much money this channel is making, especially since it's weirdly specific and it's about a subject that you probably think nobody cares about. Like, who cares about trains, right? Well, there are people out there that care about trains, a lot of them, and they wanna watch this content. And that's kind of one of the biggest points, is it's not about how good your content is, right? Because this content is dead simple. There's nothing special about this content. It's literally just videos of trains. Right? This person is not hyper talented or anything like that. It's just videos of trains. And they're very simple videos usually. But what matters is the actual idea. If you have a bad idea, whatever niche it is, you can make the most amazing content in the world, and chances are you're not gonna be successful. If you have a good idea, you can make pretty mediocre content and you're gonna absolutely crush it. And that's one thing I absolutely emphasize in this live workshop that I'm doing, which I implore you to attend. Click the link in the description. Make sure you can attend this week, because we're gonna be going over this and how important the idea is. You know, even one of their videos, Near Miss Between Amtrak and Delivery Truck, got 3 million views and made over $15,000. And I cannot describe how simple this video is. This video has an intro, no voice, and then it just shows a train almost hitting a truck, and that's it. That's the video. And it made them $15,000. Like, guys, this is mind-numbingly simple content to make. And guys, sometimes the most boring content is the most profitable content. For instance, you might find your job or your profession to be extremely boring. And that's because you just do it every single day and it becomes extremely monotonous. But to other people, it might be incredibly interesting. Maybe people who want to get into your job, for instance. And sometimes that can be a really good niche for you. And that's exactly what what happened with my own brother. My brother has been in the trades for 30 years and he wanted to start a YouTube channel, and guess what I told him to do? I told him to talk about the trades, the pros, the cons, which jobs are the best to go into, which types of trades are the best to go into, etc., etc. He made a channel talking about that. His very first video blew up, got over 800,000 views. 1 month after posting his first video, he had a $214 AdSense day. And I'm actually gonna be going over an update from my brother in my live training. He might even show up this week. So click that link in the description in the pinned comment below to check that out.
All right, quick break. I'm hanging out with my brother Zach right now. And I just wanted to let you know that this week we are hosting a free live one-time workshop. So one thing that people struggle with the most is finding their niche. And that is why we actually created an AI called the Niche Validator that's gonna help you find your niche or help you dial in your niche if you already have one. And we're gonna be giving away this Niche Validator this week at a live workshop. And it's called Make Money with YouTube 2026 Secrets. And if you're struggling to find your niche, or you don't wanna commit months or even years to a niche that ends up not being profitable, then this is for you. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. And once you register, hit add to calendar so it shows up on your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. And if for whatever reason you're watching this in the future, still check the link in the description in the pinned comment below, because we may be doing another live workshop in the future and it'll tell you when. Now, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. And you'll also get an update on how this guy is doing on YouTube as well. So see you this week, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
But yeah, the whole point is your job might be boring to you or mind-numbingly simple, but to other people it might be fascinating. All right, so this next channel is going to be a relaxing music channel. This channel earns about $11,000 to $32,000 a month, and it is exactly that. It's literally just relaxing music, and sometimes they'll do like study music or all kinds of different stuff like that. And their most watched video was study music, alpha waves, etc., etc. It got 229 million views and made over $1 million. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, that is one of the OG channels, and if you just try to copy them, it's absolutely not gonna work. You need to find a niche that people will really enjoy watching. So here's an example, peaceful relaxation, and basically it's all about music plus aquariums and tanks, right? So underwater creatures. And so basically it's just videos of underwater creatures with relaxing music. Now, they have the videos, but they also do lives as well, and they get a good amount of views on these lives. And according to vidIQ, they're making about $2,000 to $7,000 a month with a pretty small channel. Then there's soothing relaxation. This is a bigger channel, but you can see that it also found a niche. And this is beautiful and peaceful melodies, and it usually has really beautiful art or landscape behind it, right? So you can look at very beautiful landscape and art pieces. Some of them are real, some of them are not real, with amazing music to accompany it. And they do get a ton of views. You know, he's making about $34,000 to $100,000 a month. According to ViewStats, $16,000 to $54,000 a month. And the most viewed video got over 500 million views. This one right here, flying, relaxing sleep music for meditation, stress relief, and relaxation, and made over $700,000. And they've gotten 10 times more views than that. So they've probably made at least $10 million from this one channel alone, which is pretty nuts. So yeah, there is a lot of niches like that where you can make money. With that being said, generally speaking, the entertainment niches, a lot of the time you'll find a really good channel. And if you try to copy them or do anything anywhere near them, it's gonna be incredibly difficult because they get saturated very quickly, which is usually why I recommend going for niches where you can actually solve people's problems, and then it becomes significantly easier to monetize your content. Again, that's something I'll talk about in the live training. Click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. But the next channel is gonna be Ruby Granger. Basically, what she does is she reads books, and then she reviews the books, and then she journals about the books, and she makes videos about her reading, reviewing, and journaling of the books. And before that, she made a lot of study content as well. So she made a lot of like study with me or study type content. And then eventually she kind of settled on talking about books. So this is a perfect example of a personal brand where she kind of started with one thing and then she pivoted to something else that is probably a much bigger passion of hers. And that's one of the reasons why I typically recommend making a personal brand, because if your channel kind of goes stale or the topic goes stale, or maybe you just get tired of talking about the topic, when you have a personal brand, you can easily just pivot to something else. I've pivoted 15 times myself. Now, you can actually do this with a faceless channel. There's a way of doing it, which is something that I'll talk about in the live training, which I'm doing this week. So click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. And there's also a lot of advantages to having a personal brand, which, by the way, you can do a personal brand even if it's faceless. Again, that's something that I'll talk about. But I do recommend doing this because it just makes your channel have way more paths to victory. If you're too specific about what you do, it's really hard to pick your niche. But if you build your channel in a certain way, you can easily pivot until you find something that works really well for you. Not only on a money level, but also on a personal and passion level too. Now, she's making about $2,000 to $5,000 a month according to vidIQ. And according to View Stats, she's making about $1,000 to $4,000 a month. But if she's monetizing correctly in this channel, which it looks like she might be doing a decent job, she's got a Substack, she's got a shop, she has some links in her descriptions, she can probably do sponsorships and affiliate links as well, then she's likely making far, far more than that. Just as an example, on this channel, I make about $20 per 1,000 views from AdSense alone. And I make well over $400 per 1,000 views from all other sources of revenue, which is why monetization is so important. Now, you can definitely learn about that in the live training. It's completely free. Check it out by clicking the link in the description in the pinned comment below. With that being said, if you want to take this very seriously, which I know that 99% of people are going to watch my videos, they're just going to enjoy the live trainings and the free stuff that I put out, and that's awesome. But if you really want to take this seriously, if you're in the top 1%, so if you're a business owner who wants to grow and make money on YouTube, get more leads, build your brand. If you're a YouTuber who's crushing it and you want to crush it even more. If you're a YouTuber who's getting views but you're struggling with monetization, or if you're someone who really just wants to take this seriously and go pro and build your foundations the right way from the very beginning, and you want to start right now, then click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to book a one-on-one strategy call with my team. On this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be, we'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. We only accept about 18% of people who apply to the program, so make sure you answer the questions carefully, watch the video carefully, read the emails that we send you, and show up on time to your call to have the highest chances of us accepting to work with you, because we only want to work with people that we are confident we can get results for. But either way, you will find the call to be valuable whether we end up working together or not. And here's an example of someone that we worked with, Sean, who was making about $30,000 a month, and we helped him scale to over $500,000 a month. And you can check that video out by clicking right here.